So it's a proven fact. The more listings you have, the more lead opportunities that it will lead to. This is Tad Fulford with Rise Up in Real Estate. Today I want to give you 4 tips on how to get more listings. Listings are the name of the game, right? You hear it all the time. You hear people say, I want to take more listings because they work when I don't work. And it is true that the more listings you have, the more lead opportunities that we'll get. But how do you get more listings in this market? How do you get more opportunities? How do you get more at-bats? Well, there are 4 things that I think are very proven that you need to do. Number 1, you need to be prepared. You need to go into these listing appointments after you get them. You need to be on point. You need to know the statistics. You need to know the neighborhood. You need to know the pricing. You need to know the sold properties. You need to know the available properties. You need to know the condition of the neighborhood, the current events. You need to be prepared like never before because your client is prepared. I often hear people say, I don't need to do a listing presentation. I just kind of walk in with nothing and my personality will carry me through. In my opinion, being a prepared professional will carry you through. You can also have your personality, but be prepared. The second thing that you need to do when you go into these listing appointments is you need to not feature dump. Don't just walk in guns a-blazing with how amazing you are, how amazing your company is, how many listings you've sold, how many things that you have done for yourself, how fantastic you are, and even how fantastic your company or your brand is, because the customer may not care. Don't just go in guns a-blazing. Number 2, don't feature dump. Third thing that you need to do to get more listings, which will lead to more leads, is you need to have empathy. You need to be empathetic. And what empathetic means is you need to know how to relate to the people that you're sitting in front of. If you're lucky enough that they're inviting you into their home and you're allowed to sit at their table and you're allowed to talk about this most expensive investment or one of the ones that they've ever made, you need to be empathetic about where they're coming from. You need to ask them questions about motivation, about their family, about who they are as a person. Now, some of you have had a tremendous amount of success just going in and setting a price and telling them how great you are, and let's just move on from there. But in this marketplace where fear and doubt, consumer concern is high, you need to connect with your consumer. And you do that by having empathy. Empathy also means that you're able to put aside what you want and your timeline and your concerns and your expectations and find those of the consumer. So you need to be prepared. You don't need to feature dump. You need to be empathetic. Number 4, you need to be able to make relevant content and emotional deposits into their life. Once you find out who they are and where they come from, you need to be able to connect at certain points with them by making these deposits. I talk about it all the time. Education and inform is the key to success. You need to give them relevant information, not just market information, but things that matter to them. Once you know their time frame, once you know their motivation for moving, once you know their price expectation, you feed them on a regular basis content that meets those needs. If you find out they're a Boston Red Sox fan, you find out a little bit about the Boston Red Sox. If you find out they love to cook, you find out a little bit about cooking. You try to connect in an empathetic way and give them emotional and content deposits so that they like, know, and trust you enough to do business with you. If you can perfect these 4 things, if you can learn how to be prepared, if you can learn how to not feature dump, if you can learn how to be super empathetic, and you can learn how to make these regular emotional and content deposits to these clients, you will get more listings. More listings will lead to more lead opportunities and your business will grow. Again, this is Tad Fulford with Rise Up in Real Estate, and I hope this video again helps you rise up.